Welcome to the channel, Gaming Army. For the 2 drops today, I am in my Phoenix Hawk. It is the Phoenix Hawk 2C, outfitted with 6 medium lasers, jump jets for mobility, ECM and stealth armor for low observability, and a top speed of 122.4 kph. First drop coming your way is a domination match on Canyon Network. And we have been able to leverage our speed and low observability to get into a superior position behind the enemy lines. From here, I can do some spotting, locking of targets, and a little harassing fire. Now, I don't want to get in too close to the enemy. I don't want my ECM warning to trigger in any of their cockpits via the low signal sign. But this is a super target-rich environment, and all the enemies that I scan will be showing up on the minimap for my teammates to see as well. Being in the enemy's back is all fun and games as long as they don't realize that you're there. If enough of them put the pieces of the puzzle together, you're going to find yourself in trouble. But until then, we're going to have some fun. I'm picking a bit on the enemy Nightjar here, and that's because he sticks out like a sore thumb. That's one of the new Platinum skins. Let me know your thoughts on the Platinum skins in the comments below. I personally am a bit underwhelmed, and it's just because that high sheen makes him very observable on the battlefield, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Looking to the far right, I see the Supernova from before, and now he's open CT. He might be a prime target if I can relocate to the right side and maybe even take him out of the game. I've just got to get closer for my weapons, and that's when Mr. Shiny put the pieces of the puzzle together, and now he's pushing me, and I've got to be very careful here because he has definitely trumped me on firepower. Look at the sheen on that mech. Oh, it's blinding. I can barely look at him. I can barely look at that mech. But I do look at him because he's open right torso, and that's what I'm trying to focus. If I can take that right torso, I may have a bit of a chance. He out-tuns me, he out-armors me, and he definitely has more weapons at his disposal than I do. But he's open right torso, and to add insult to injury, he's getting support fire from, yes, the Supernova that I wanted to go after has shifted fronts and moved over to support the Nightjar. Now I'm legged, and I'm still going for that right torso. I just want it. There, we finally got it. This isn't going to end well. I'm going to get focused down here very quickly, and boom, down I go, but not before doing 509 damage, as well as causing lots of distraction on the battlefield. Switching over to our next drop, this one has us playing Domination again, this time on HPG Manifold, and I have shot out way ahead and to the right of my teammates, and that's because I'm acting as a spotter, marking targets, doing some early damage shenanigans, just basically making a nuisance of myself, but letting my teammates know what I see and where the enemy is positioning themselves. And again, I'm getting a lot of pre-damage done up front. That is until the Timberwolf actually lays eyeballs on me. And guys, that's the important part. You can have lots of fun and do lots of shenanigans, especially if you're running ECM and or stealth, because a lot of times the enemy won't even look at you or notice that you're there. Now the flea ran through. I think he was thinking to challenge me, but bad for him. My teammates have moved in, and I have missile support, so all he gets out of the encounter is some minor damage to my mech and an open leg on his mech. I definitely won the trades there. Now the Timberwolf saw me, and he's peeking and poking that ramp. I shoot out further to the right. He could have very easily come up over top of that, looked to his left, and absolutely lit me up. But he's not paying attention and doesn't see me, so I get to have some more fun and games getting into another flanking, possibly even a backfield position, and this is where I spot their sniper up there on the wall. That's no fun. And I also see another unit trying to push Delta 4. Don't know what that catapult is doing. He is way out of position. He needs to be back further towards Echo 4. He's trying to be all cheeky, and he gets lit up for his troubles. Timberwolf is still up there on that ramp. we're going to push forward here a little bit, do some damage on the catapult, and instead of responding with medium lasers, he's trying to tag me because he can't get a lock on me. Probably could have dumbfired and gotten some damage in, but he doesn't. Coming up over the top of the ramp, there's their sniper. We do a little bit of damage. He runs back to cover, which is exactly what I needed him to do because I want to push up over the top and get my airstrike out. And that we accomplish as well as doing some damage. Sniper comes around the other side of that building and manages to get a PPC shot on me. That's unfortunate. Shut my ECM off temporarily, so I'm going to wait for that to regenerate. And now I am going to be super sneaky and go after this sniper. I should be able to easily use my speed and ECM to get in behind this Shadow Cat. He won't notice that I'm there, and that will open up all kinds of fun and games that I can have in the enemy backfield. Now, since I'm not doing tactical shutdowns, I'm going to do missed jump jet opportunities to give you a quick break in the action to remind you that if you're enjoying the videos and the content thus far, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any future content like this. And guys, I really appreciate all the subscriptions. It does help the channel grow and get this information out to more MWO pilots. Let's grow the community and get more people active in the game. Getting back into the action, that maneuver has enabled me to get behind the Shadow Cat. Not only can I mark him for my teammates who want to shoot at him, but we can also start doing some damage to him as well. And his right torso is open. That means half his firepower and his heat management are in jeopardy. So we'll keep this up, playing the back shot shenanigans game. Like I said, it's all fun and games if they don't notice you. He's running for cover, and while he runs, that means he's not getting any shots out and not doing any damage to my teammates. Now he's moved out of my weapons range, so that means I've got to relocate myself. And at this point, it's more important that he goes down than I preserve my mech. So I'm going to charge this open ground, accept any damage that he puts on my mech while I do damage to him, and he doesn't want any part of it. There he goes. He is fleeing off the top deck, and that's when I notice something below me. There's the catapult from before. We take a quick back shot on him getting the kill, but that distraction allowed the Shadow Cat to get out of weapons range. He is running full bore, heading to link up with his team in Echo 5. I'm going to keep pushing around, and I'm going to get down off of this wall. It's not good for me to stay up here. All I'm doing is silhouetting myself, and remember what we said, it's all fun and games until they notice you. So if they don't notice me, it leaves opportunities open for more fun and games. So dropping down, I'm going to head towards the enemy position, and there's something up above me to the left. I want to make sure I have a little bit of cover here, make sure my teammates know he's there. Yep, they are following up, and that's when I see an assault mech pushing my way. The Atlas has a Hellbringer with them. That's not fun. I can't take them on head-to-head, but I can do sneaky stuff and get some shots on the Hellbringer, who is not paying attention. The Atlas is, unfortunately, so I've got to be careful how I play this. I don't want to eat a lot of unnecessary damage, but I want to make sure that I get some damage on him in return. There's our friend the Shadow Cat, and he looks like he's coming up to peak. Yes, there we go. And we managed to do some more damage to his left torso. I'll gladly take a PPC shot to enjoy getting 2 alphas out on his mech. He's not going to peek that corner a third time. In fact, he's retreating, so I'm pushing forward, and that's when I see our Hellbringer friend. We get another shot out on him, drop down into cover, come up around from a different angle. He's not looking, and that allows me to get some more damage on his mech as he drops into the basement. Now it looks like our Shadow Cat moved around the backside, and he's up on top trying to put his PPCs to work at range, and that's when we'll come up unawares. As he does a tactical shutdown, we'll take the left side of his mech. That shuts him down again. Now we take the rest of his mech and get our second kill. Coming back across the center, I know there's some in the basement. I see some other units off to the left. There's an Atlas that looks like my teammates have him surrounded. I'm looking for my next target, and that's when I see the low signal. Now, I don't know if that's one of the basement units or if there's something directly below me. I'm dropping down off the backside so I can get eyes on whatever is here. Looking to my left as I round the corner, sure enough, there is an Atlas, and I don't think my teammates realize there's 2 Atlases still on the board. There's one in the low ground, and there's Juliet up here on the high ground. So we're going to focus Juliet, do some damage to him, and he is now 1 touch, but he is super observant. Now it's not any fun anymore because he knows that I'm there. He put his back to the wall, and that little maneuver prevents me from getting the kill shot on his back, and now he's coming after me. And he's got a teammate who's focusing me as well. So we're going to play Ring Around the Rosie, trying to get some damage. He's just got so much stinking armor on the front, and that's when his buddy, the Centurion, shows up. And this Centurion, I don't know, maybe it was the torso twist. He just seems to be tanking so much damage. Rounding the corner, there's the enemy Atlas, and I just can't absorb a big hit from him. Down I go. Switching over to the rest of our teammates. Well, one more was killed right after I was taken out, and our last remaining unit has no weapons and is hiding in the basement. So we had a lot of fun and games in these 2 drops. That is until the enemy really noticed and focused me. I think we all know how this is going to play out, so we're going to skip ahead to the end screen, and sure enough, we end up with a loss, but not before doing 2 kills, 5 assists, 5 components destroyed, and 550 damage done.